Hello to everybody. Welcome back to our podcast from Tiverton, Bead and Wool Shop. My name is Sandra. I own the shop, and yes, in a podcast, what you see is me and a little bit of shop in the background. So, welcome back and thank you for coming back. And if you are new to this, you know what you need to do: subscribe. Hopefully, I will show you something interesting, something which is interesting not only to me but to you as well. And yeah, today is Tuesday, but basically it's mid-July 2020 if you're watching this video 5 years from or from now. So we are just a month since the lockdown opened here in England, and since the shops have been let open after the virus. And yeah, we are here on the high street of the small town of Tiverton. How is it going? It's okay, because we still have our online side. The high street is very, very quiet. And the trouble is, I can't even tell you, my dear customers, please come and see me. Because if you don't feel safe to go out, if you are worried about the health of yourself and the family, I can't tell you, do come out. It's very great out here. I think it isn't still. It's still very patchy and touch and go. Yes, it's okay. The sun is shining and the people are on the streets, but in general, it's. I think as much as we would like retailers, we always put a bright face on, and yeah, we are doing all right. We are doing okay-ish. We will be there, but it is quiet. So if you do need your wool, please order from us online, because I think most of us small retailers do have website, but that's the whinge of the day over. However, when I say it's been quiet, it has been a bit quiet in the shop. The first couple of weeks after lockdown were busy, but now it's kind of gone into normal. I guess it is normal summer mood for the wool shops, isn't it? Because July has never been our top-notch month, at least not because even though we are in kind of very touristy and beautiful area, we are not a typical tourist town. However, um, the things move on and the planning goes on. We all plan for beautiful future, for busy autumn, and we do hope for good Christmas trade. So with that, I know there is a lot of you who say, "Oh, I wish I would have a wool shop." Yeah, I'm quite happy to have a wool shop, but please, sitting in a shop and knitting in a corner is definitely not what running a shop is about. I guess it's about all the shops. Same like sewing shops. Nobody sits in a corner and just uses her sewing machine. It is hard work. It's pleasurable, but it's still hard work. And what I mean by that, I just wanted to show you this parcel. This is just one of the parcels, oops, we receive with new season's trends. That's just one company. We need to go through it, scan it through, see the patterns, see the books, see the yarns, calculate on and think which yarns do we want to order for shop, which yarns we don't want to order for shop, how much that yarn costs, which yarns will go with what, so we don't have too many DKs or too many RNs or too many what's it. You know, it's interesting. It's very exciting to open those parcels up. And I'm not going to show you because I think some of the companies really want to keep it under the cover until the day when they launch their autumn collections. So I will not be showing you anything very, very particular. But behind the scenes, we are really, really working hard to get the autumn really exciting for you. Because the other thing is, this autumn, actually, I realized the shop here where we are, we have had a shop, We had the other shop, smaller shop before that for 3 years. But this autumn will be 10 years. On the 1st of September, we will have a 10-year birthday. And I wish I would be sending out you invitations to the party now. I seriously, seriously wish I could send you out invitations for a week of wool, bead, craft bonanza with all sorts of interesting things, designers visiting, everything happening in the September. But there is the big but. I think we will need to scale down, and there will be a lot of things which maybe I will try to do for September, which will involve a lot of online stuff, like make-alongs on a Facebook or on a Zoom or on a similar platform, where I will pick a pattern and sometimes very easy, not very easy pattern, because then you don't need me to show you how to do it, but a pattern which would be something like, past beginners, which is very pretty, but it needs a little bit more confidence to do it, and something very simple, very straightforward, which you can achieve. So I'm working on those, so we could maybe create some kits for you. So if you think that's something what you would like to do with us, please do comment below maybe what you would like to do on that kind of Zoom party, because that's all I guess what we will end up, that I need to plan a Zoom party for the shop instead of having a proper party with a proper Prosecco and all the rest of it involved, and late night shoppings and all the rest. We will possibly have a late night Zoom party for the shop's 10th birthday. And yeah, so that's kind of in a pipeline. And as I said, we are looking into the autumn. The other thing which I kind of realized, sometimes you look on the shelves and you think like, why did I order this at this time of the year? And this is one of the questions to me appeared, which is really nice yarn, which we sold quite a bit last season, which is, it's called Magic Mohair. It is iron weight for 5mm needles. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap. It's in the middle. It's very good yardage, because even though it's iron weight, the 50-gram balls have more yardage than normal iron weight would have. And we kept last year, we had silver, gold, and I think this camera actually shows you very nicely. It's just that gentle shimmer and that kind of, and it's quite soft. And the contents are, oh God, where's my glasses? 34 polyester, 28% mohair, 28 polyamide, 10% wool. So it's 50, it's quite good mix. So we had silver and gold, and I think we had a fuchsia pink. And I don't know why, a month or so ago, I think when it was I blame the lockdown for it, I ordered this. On the camera, I can see it looks much nicer. Well, it is nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's green. On the camera, it looks more teal, but ignore that bluey tinge. It's reasonably kind of greeny green. It's cold green, which is nice. So I have these three colors at the moment, and I was thinking, like, why did I reorder this in a midsummer? Who wants a sparkly mohair in a midsummer? And then I know somebody mentioned that they have knitted with the kids silk and something else, sparkly, mix, a cardi for a girl. And I thought like, oh, that would be a good idea, because I have these two patterns which don't, I mean, it doesn't look very much. That orange ears on a hat is a bit kind of, it's not my cup of tea. The child looks a bit kind of, I don't know, I don't like it. But I have the pattern, but that means there's nothing wrong with that cardi. And neither, I actually prefer this one, which is again for Aran Weight Rico yarn. And I know it shows the boy and it shows the jumper in brown, which is a bit, do we want a brown jumper? But I thought the sizes on this one comes from 3 to 4 years, and I might get away with 2 balls and knit that jumper for a little 3 years old in a gold for Christmas, or in a silver for that matter. I think that would be very pretty. Yeah, these balls, by the way, are a £9.50 for a ball, so that would give like £19 for a lovely sparkly Christmas jumper. And yes, so I know it's too early, but I'm just thinking, because that would be one of the projects I would that should be pretty quick for the shop to knit up sample. But at the moment, some of you who follow me on Facebook, and this is where I have now, that's why I'm filming this one on the phone, because I have downloaded some funky app to edit the videos. And I think it allows me, I tried, and I don't think I can, I tried to put pictures in the video where it belongs. So what I've been busy with, I just treated myself, because during lockdown, I ordered and paid for online drawing class to draw snowy owls. And yesterday I finished my first version of it. And you know, like when it's the first one, you always need to take it with a pinch of salt. The pictures are actually, I shared on the shop's Facebook page if you want to see my owl. If you don't see picture appearing there, right, then go on our Facebook page. I will put a link below and you can see my owl, which I finished. It took me 2 evenings to do. Yeah, it's like, I would say, yeah, 2.5 hours an evening. So it is quite slow process, but then again, I wasn't rushing, because I thought, like, it's my hobby, I'm not rushing. And here in a shop, so I have my knitting project, and I will show you that one in a minute. Again, a lovely project, but you know, when you are nearly on the finishing lines and it's just but however, meanwhile, while I've been knitting, drawing, planning, there is a pair of earrings I made earlier. I sold a pair already. I thought, like, these ones are quite pretty. They're moving too much, because can I stabilize them? Yep. So it's kind of from bits and pieces upstairs with Swarovski crystals with nice sparkly bits on the bottom. And those ones are £12.50. And they are going back in a window, because the other pair was sold from the window like the same day, which was great. Now back to this thing why you maybe are coming to this podcast, is to see the knitting. And as you can see, there is a lot of brown coming out. And I'm not really a brown person, maybe that's why it is. And this, it looks very stripy, but in the real life, for those of you who actually watched me doing the afternoon teas during lockdown, possibly have seen some parts on stages on this one. This one is done in Isager Yarns, which is a Danish company. It's done in combining 2 yarns, using the principle that, let's say, if you have yarn A and yarn B, you do 2 stripes in A, and you change the B after 1 stripe, and then you have 2 stripes, 2 stripes, 2 stripes. So every stripe you change one of the yarns. So it works out quite nice. So because it gives you kind of not blended effect, but all the stripes kind of go nicely together. See, there is dark thin or dark trio with dark alpaca. There is dark trio with white alpaca. there is white alpaca with beige trio, there's beige trio with dark alpaca. So does it make sense? Well, when you do it, it does make sense. And this pattern is called, where is my needle? Oh, no, another side, sorry, I had a panic attack that I have needle slipped out. It's called My Favorite Places, and you can find the pattern on, it's in two parts on the Isager Facebook page. Again, I will try to remember to link it below, put a link for it. And it's nice. The only thing is because it was kind of quick and experimental when I started it, they say you only need 3 colors of alpaca and 3 colors of trio, 1 ball each. But I'm doing the middle size, which is large, I think, because it doesn't look big because it kind of the stripes shrink back, but it is reasonably, I think, well fitting because that's the shoulder, and you can see that the shoulder does go quite far. So once it's blocked, it will be much better view. But I don't think I will get away with 1 skein of each because I already need to pick up another ball of one of the trio colors because that's where last night I ran out. I did 3 rows duty and then I ran out, and that was my excuse why I can go back to drawing my owl. I think the original is shown in much nicer colors. It's in the purples and greys and more kind of bit more color to it. This one I decided to do in neutrals because I just thought it would be useful. But neutral is not my cup of tea. People who come in the shop know I don't do brown, but I do this one in brown. I mean, it's lovely, don't get me wrong. It's really nice as a summer cover-up. Oh, and what it is, I'm just showing you. I'm not even telling you what it is. Oops, nearly lost my connection. It's a waistcoat. Can you see this is a sleeve? And there's the back, and that is half a front. It's knitted sideways, and there is now the other side coming on. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. And because I'm so far in, brown it will be, and I will try to finish this one as soon as possible because I want to do the sparkly cardigan. Yes, and by then there will be a lot of new things coming in from all sorts of places because possibly the time is running so fast that possibly by the time I get to my next knitting project it will be mid-August, end August. So that means there will be a lot more new things coming because not this week, next week I do have some reps coming in. And we will see what's going on in the world of wool or wool trade, because it's been on the small high street, even though the internet is going on, it still feels a bit kind of, we are all kind of having we all do our own digging, and yeah, so there's, until the trade shows start again, you really don't know what's going on because nobody tells you. You need to find the information. And even though I say shop is quiet, we are on the short hours as well, so which is great in a way of the time off. But that means in the shop much less is done. It's like I need to change the displays over, and normally you would find an hour or so to do it. It's same like the videos. It's like now the shop is already closed. It's after 3 o'clock today, and I can film the video because I just purely didn't had time because the hours from 10 till 3 just passed by so quickly. A few emails there, a few bank accounts and things like the boring stuff, a few customers, and a few mail orders, and you think like, where the day's gone. So anyway, I will stop ranting because possibly now you will hear somebody trying a door which is locked, hopefully, and hopefully next time I will show you something new that I have done. I might not finish this one, but I might start this one. So watch this space and enjoy your knitting, And do not forget that we would love you to shop online. Yeah, the one thing online, as possibly I'm bragging about it again, we are all a digital retailer, so you can download your pattern, and even if maybe where I have put description on yarn usages, you think like it's not very clear, you can always ask an email, because even if you don't want to use the same yarn, we can always find you a good replacement for it. And other thing we have is quite a few kits made up for you. Mostly I'm trying to be sensible and not to make kits an extra large size or things like that. But yeah, so kits are there. So go on www.beadandwoolshop.co.uk. And yes, for the locals who are watching, yes, we do have a website, and you can do click and collect. And yeah, that's basically it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and all the links below, subscriptions on the side, and I hope to see you all in the shop sooner or later. So see you all soon.